How's everybody doing? This is Lawrence Young out of Detroit, Michigan. Super excited to have this awesome call with you, ladies and gentlemen, this evening. Come before you humbly, and I'm glad you guys took the time out on a Tuesday evening when you could be doing other things with your business, with your team members, with your family. And first off, before I get into anything, I want to say how proud I am of each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, on this call today for not only just hanging in there in the fight, really getting serious about, learning your business, getting serious about learning your trading. Very, excited to a lot of you new people who are coming aboard who are just super excited. And you guys going to hear from a few of our awesome chairman leaders before we bring our guest speaker aboard. But I wanted to put this call because we have roughly about 9 days left before we hit the SOARS event down there in Fort Lauderdale. So I hope each and every one of you guys and gals are going to be making it out there. But again, I can tell you, I stress the importance of events. Events are so essential when you're getting to that next level, And before we get into this, I just want to put the disclaimer out here. This is straight locker room talk. Okay, so when the coach comes out, I want you guys to really understand that I mean it with all due respect. But sometimes I may say some things that may be a little bit harsh, but sometimes I think you may need to hear it. So what I want to go into real quick is just let you guys know, for one, I want to congratulate, Miss Madison Carlista, Mr. Cedric Richard for eclipsing the position of Platinum 5000 in the last 2 weeks. I want to congratulate them for the awesome leadership and everything they bring to the table. Not only are they some of my, very best friends, but they're also some serious leaders in our business as well, too. So I don't know if they're on the line. I don't know if my wife can check and see if they're on the line or not. And also, I want to congratulate our superstar leader, Miss Ann Jones out of Memphis, who actually hit the position of Platinum 1000 in her very first month in the business. I'm going to see if Miss Jones is on the line there. Miss Jones, are you there? Ms. Ann Jones, are you on the line? Unmute yourself if you're on the line, Ms. Jones. Okay, let's go to our next person. She's on the call, but just give us a message if you can hear us, Ms. Jones. We can't hear you right now. Also, I want to bring on a good friend of mine and awesome business partner of mine, Mr. Andre Campbell, who's actually, one of the most serious business partners that we have with iMarkets Live and our team. He was a person that he was actually one of the first people on my list when we got going with iMarkets Live. And, I can't thank him for his chairman leadership, everything he's bringing out, down in the South Florida area, just really out there making it happen. I can't thank him and his awesome partners down there. He and Mr. Greg White are just tearing it up. And I can't thank them enough. But Mr. Andre Campbell, I know we have the SOARS event, coming up here next week, man. Can you just talk a little bit about the importance of with the SOARS event? And, why are events so important to you, my friend?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Coach, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Hey, brother. First and foremost, I want to give it back to you and your awesome wife, for all you guys do for the team, everyone you're helping. I want to shout out everybody, as you said, who took the time to come on this call tonight. My man here, Gregory White, Yvette McCrae, definitely Miss Ann Jones, her and Teresa Taylor down there in Memphis. They just came on and they're running. And ladies and gentlemen, what I want you all to understand, and I remember like it was yesterday, when I got started with IML, they were, Coach actually, Mr. Lawrence Young, said to me, he said, you know what, if you really want to see what this is about, get to the next major event. And I began in June, and that month there was a major event in June. Right. Now I was busy doing a lot of things, but you know what? I got the schedule, made it happen, got there. And more importantly, not only did I go, I also brought, Mr. Greg White with me. And I met a young lady all the way. He came all the way from the UK. Ahmed came all the way from the UK. Now, had I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to go through the academy, go through this, look at that, I would have never went to that event and saw the big picture of IML, met Chris Terry there, all the awesome leaders, David Emaniti, Alex Morton, received training, saw the big picture of a gentleman and his wife who were homeless. You know, they told their story, and now they're chairmen. And at that time, I just began, you know, Platinum 150. So I would definitely suggest my professional recommendation, move heaven and earth to get to these events. And now the events are even bigger. We got so much training, so much information. It's almost like trying to mail you a haircut. It's not going to happen. You got to be in the seat to get the haircut to really experience it. People ask me all the time, well, Andre, what do they talk about? Well, you have to be there and see it for yourself so your believability can go high and you can see yourself, you know what, receive the information, you know. And remember this, you're also going to make great connections with people who are awesome traders. This is how you develop those relationships. So when you travel, you have different people in different areas, you can also make these relationships and farm these bonds, and they become lifelong. And once again, I'm just excited, and I recommend everyone get down here to beautiful Fort Lauderdale. It's going to be an awesome time, awesome event. And as I tell people, this company is just getting gooder and gooder. So back to you, Coach.
Hey, man, that's incredible. I definitely thank you. And again, having your experience in this industry and showing people the great, you know, I tell people all the time in coaching, you have to be a really good original copy to copy from. And you, my friend, are an excellent original copy to copy from. And I can't thank you enough for everything you guys are doing. Look forward to coming down there, seeing all the team, and then spending more time with you guys in the next few days. So again, I love what you guys are doing as far as the team out here. You know, we have some people out here who serve the team inside and out, very, very diligent, sacrificing things, but they don't really have to have time to really get out there and just serve. But I'm going to bring on one of my good friends and business partners. I can't thank this guy enough for everything he's done, you know, for our team. But it's Mr. Tim Holloman, Platinum 5000, Mr. Tim Holloman on the call. Tim Holloman, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Hey, loud and clear, my friend. Listen, I know your testimonies have really inspired so many people into the belief system of what can happen with iMarkets Live. You mind sharing real quick why one should be really taking not only the business side of this seriously, but also why the importance of getting to the Florida event is fantastic. Let me tell you guys something. Tim is a guy who's, you know, serves a team like no other. This gentleman is just a multi-two-comma trader. I'll just leave it at that. And what I love about Tim the most humble guy you want to meet. So we have team members who serve, help, and just do it outside of themselves. And anytime you can have people do that, to take time away from his lovely wife, Tammy, as well. They're newlyweds, but just literally serves the greater good of the team. I can't thank you enough. Would you mind just sharing it real quick, and then we'll bring on our guest speaker, Tim?
Oh, awesome. Well, you know, again, I appreciate your leadership, Mr. Young, and also I want to give it back to Andre Campbell on his awesome leadership as well. I tell you what, I am having one of the most phenomenal times in my life in this endeavor, and got going with a lot of uncertainty. But I tell you, I trusted your friendship for over 14 years and made a commitment with that focus that is required. Again, that commitment. You do what you need to do today so you can do exactly what you want to on tomorrow. And, you know, the events in the past years, I tell you, I've gone to many events, and each one added value to my life. And the events that I've experienced with iMarkets Live is just next level, because what I can tell you is on the trading side, and even in my endeavors and teaching this awesome information on a daily basis, what I can tell you is, you know, the experience that I had in Vegas, oh my God, I mean, the classes, I mean, you know, it was just standing room only in those classes. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't be in Miami for this event, I tell you, I mean, I'm sorry, Fort Lauderdale for this event, you will definitely miss out on some life-changing information. I think one of the classes that we were in, we actually caught over 200 pips as a group. In that class, there was live trading going on with the training. Past profits are not indicative of future gains. But again, the experiences that I've had in iMarkets Live, gaining this awesome skill set, ladies and gentlemen, it's just lights out, and I'm just so I'm humble and just blessed to just be able to share this information across the globe on a daily basis. So again, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you all in Miami on next week. I can't wait. Blessings. I keep saying Miami, but it's Fort Lauderdale. Hey, hey, Coach. Again, it all goes back and it starts a little over 14 years ago with you and I. And I tell you, man, I can't thank you enough for reaching out to me and just showing me the way with this process. And again, just super shout out to you and your lovely wife, Mrs. Tamara Young, man. I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I love it. That's what's so important, ladies and gentlemen, as you get to soars. I'm going to tell you guys, in my career in network marketing, I never miss events. I'm a firm believer that's where the glue is put together with your organization, being able to spend time, laugh, joke. We know a lot of people online, but to be able to see them, touch them, hug them, look them in the eye, let them know how much you care, that there is the glue that allows people to actually catapult to that next level of leadership. So again, if you can't afford to get there, do what you have to. If you have to start skateboarding right now, do what you have to do to get to the Fort Lauderdale area. It's going to be incredible. I'm so excited about what's going to take place down there. The training is going to be incredible. As a matter of fact, I've got, one of my good friends on the line. He actually going to be doing some training down there for our team. We have a 30-year trader on the call here. Is Mr. Clint Eastman on the call. Clint has been serving the company. I've been really trying to get him on IML TV. He's been smashing it with Davin on the IML TV with the Davin's rules with the web analyzer. He's been doing some freaking-tastic things, getting up with great feedback. But is Mr. Clint Eastman on the line? Clint, are you there, sir? Can you hear me, Clint?
Try it that way. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, my friend. Hey, thank you so much for jumping on. I know, you've been over here a little bit over 6 months now, and, you just really have helping the team out so much. We can't thank you for your razor-sharp leadership and guidance and serving the greater good of the team. But I'm looking forward to some of your training you're going to be knocking out for us as a team down there, and I can't thank you enough for serving, your awesome friendship, and the way you always do the right thing when no one is looking. But you can tell people why you're so excited about coming out to the SOARS event?
Man, absolutely. When I hear where the leaders are going to be, that's where I want to be. And so when Lawrence and Tamara shout out to everybody and say, hey, if you want to make things happen, this is where you need to be. That's why you see the Andre Campbells on here. That's why you see Richard and Daisy Duncan. That's the reason you see Tim Holloman. That's why we all come together. Again, we know each other from an online presence. And I've done things behind the scenes for years because I had to be classified and behind the curtain. Enough said on that subject. But we understand when we get out there, we can see a person and look them eye to eye, toe to toe, and we can ask them questions and pick their brains and see things right there in live, living color. Then things are really coming together at that point. I agree with the coach when he says leaders are the ones that are at these events because this is where the decisions are made. And if you've been around this type of a company, that is what you're going to seek out. And so I'm just really excited. I get to do the same thing, Tim, like when he said, I get to meet you online on a regular basis, 2 times a day, 5 days a week. I'm here anyway. I'm going to be trading. I'm going to be on the markets. I've done it for 35 years. That part's not going to change. But I've got friends all over the world. And when I see a rich girl and a rich guy, I know where they came from. I knew what movement started it. And I know I have a family now that's thousands that spread around the globe. And if they want to go out and sit down for dinner or a Coke or whatever, man, I'm there. And so I'm really excited. I'll get to see you there, stop by, be a part of the training. And if you get time, swing by in the meantime. Tim and I are in there on a regular basis teaching. I know Andre's got his things going on as well. So look forward to it.
Awesome, man. I can't thank you enough, Clint. And again, being able to meet our friends down there. That's what's so important, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to get into this is where the coach comes out before we bring on our awesome VP of sales. Gentlemen, I just love to death. He's going to be coming on in just a second. I just want to put this out there very, very quickly. For some of us who have been in iMarkets Live for a while. Some of us have, kept our business in fifth gear. Some of us are still in first gear. Heck, some of us still got the emergency brake on. Some people have not actually just taken the emergency brake off and just taken off. What I'm asking each and every one of you guys is to go all in. What I'm asking you guys is to go all in. Don't put your toe in it. Put your body in this thing and let's run like a scalded dog. Let me tell you guys why. If the 80-year-old you knew what he knew about iMarkets Live 10 years from now, and he told you this was going to be the thing that could change your family. So now you're having a conversation with the 80-year-old you, and he's telling you what's going to happen. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Because I'm going to tell you guys something. The pain of discipline is a temporary thing, but the pain of regret will stick with you a lifetime. Right now, iMarkets Live is the smallest it will ever be. And right now, we're looking for the impact players. We're looking for the people who say, look, I want to go out there and I want to have my name written in stone with this company as some of the pioneers who went out there and took this company from zero to hero. Now, let's face it, there's a locker room talk. We've had some people who maybe either fallen off. We have some people, we have casualties of war, because guess what? In any war, there's casualties, right? Now, we want everyone to finish the game with us, but let's face it, some of us aren't. As a matter of fact, we have 138 solid individuals on this call, and guess what? Let's be real. There's going to be some casualties of war on this call that's right now, because you know what? The commitment, when you use the word commitment, right, that means doing something even long after the feeling has gone away when you first made that commitment. See, it's easy to say I'm going chairman. It's easy to say I'm going chairman 50. It's easy to say I'm going platinum 600. But when the phone stops ringing, when you stop doing what you're supposed to do, when people sign up and quit, when you can't log in, the services are messed up, all these different obstacles get in the way, what happens to that love and feeling? When the love and feeling is gone and you're at the space of adversity, what do? See, I teach people all the time, we have to be the eagle at all times. We can't be pigeons and expect to be successful in business. We have to be eagles that fly to test itself. And you hear me say this all the time, test itself to see how strong it can be. So we're not trying to raise and partner with weak people who just have to be babysat, who have to be, Lawrence, call me, motivate me today. No, we're looking for people who want to go out there and raise the level of leadership, raise the level of expectation, but more important than that, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, if your team did what you did today or the last week or the last 90 days in the business, how successful would they be? If the team did exactly what you did today, the last 7 days, last 90 days, last 6 months, how successful would they be? That's a good barometer for you to check yourself and ask yourself, are you doing the right thing? Are you a great original copy? People always ask me, why are you so successful? Because either one, I'm talking to somebody new. Secondly, I'm putting somebody on the presentation. So step one is pique somebody's interest. Step two is put somebody on the presentation or do a presentation yourself. Step three is press repeat of step 1 and 2. That's what you have to do day in, day out. When the love and feeling is gone, when your boyfriend or girlfriend is on your back, when your kids tripping, your car tripping, job tripping, you got to keep on digging and fighting like a freaking fish on a hook to go get this deal knocked out. Because I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's going to be people who come to this business right now who are super hungry, is gonna run past some of you guys like they're walking backwards. And girls, like you guys are walking backwards. They're gonna run right past you as you paved the way, and they came in right then and took your spot at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, let's partner up. Let's run. Let's be accountable. Let's be serious about our business, not look in the rearview mirror, right? Too many times people look in the rearview mirror, wonder about things that happened in the past. Well, this happened. People quit. My car didn't go through. I lost money trading. All these different, obstacles that people run into. Quit looking in the rearview mirror and let's start to focus forward. Because right now we actually had what we call a pullback in trading. We had a support and resistance line. We pulled all the way back down. And now guess what? That means you're going to bounce back, get that long extension, that long candle. But you have to be a person that understands. I'm going to get this from my main girl, Miss Simone Webster. She told me something that stuck with me that she never realized it stuck with me for a lifetime. 3 feet from gold. I want you guys to remember that slogan, 3 feet from gold. So when you're going through it, I'm 3 feet from gold. When your day is bad, I'm 3 feet from gold. If I did bad in trading, I'm 3 feet from gold. When you're real close to hitting that next position and maybe some people's auto shift didn't go through, I'm 3 feet from goal. Well, Lawrence, what does 3 feet from goal mean? That means right when you're 3 feet away from getting the biggest lick of gold in your life, you quit. The biggest lick of money, you quit. The biggest lick of freedom, whatever it is going to make you excited, you're 3 feet away from going out there and making it happen. So remember this, you always have to have the endurance to go out there and make it happen. But see, I'm developing right now, my mindset is like, look, I'm running with the runners and I'm not walking with the walkers, right? And I want you guys to have that same type of mentality because see, you need to have that catch my tail lights mentality. You know, run and have people follow you, right? But we have to always stay in phase one. We have to always continuously work on ourselves. We have to always plug in. It's crazy when I do calls and I see people, I'm like, well, why weren't you on the call? Well, Lawrence, I didn't have any guests. Well, you don't need to have a guest to get on the call. Sometimes you need to call more than the call needs you, right? You have to be plugged in order to be turned on, right? So if you go to a meeting and you don't have a guest, act like, you know, you got 100 guests there. Be excited because one day that you're going to get that light bulb moment, that aha moment for you is going to click. But it's the one meeting you don't go to because, oh, I didn't have a guest, my guest canceled. Or, you know, right before you get that breakthrough and you decide to quit because 1 or 2 people quit your business, you could be one person away from retiring your whole family. And that's what I love about network marketing is knowing that you're 1 or 2 people away from never have to work again. But you have to go through the duds and find the studs. So what I'm going to do real quick is bring on a gentleman I got a boatload of respect for, out of respect for everyone's time. We know everyone had a fantastic Labor Day. And people had to go back to work today. But what I want you guys to understand is this. Anytime I have this gentleman on the call, it makes me so excited because he's actually a super, super good friend of mine. You know, and I don't get too many people major props in networking. But what I can tell you guys is this. In my 20 years of doing this type of space, this guy is legitimately probably the greatest of all time. And when I tell you the guy's not a talker, he's a walker. He teaches, but he does what he preaches, right? And I like that because he's in 10 different cities, 10 different countries, always answer the phone. How can I serve? Never have a selfish moment in his body, a selfish bone in his body, always there to help each and every one of us. And I remember when he first came over, I didn't know him, but I heard about him. He had a fantastic, stellar reputation. And I was actually the first person to call him and say, look, right now we're in a fragile space in our company. I welcome you to our company, and anything I can do to partner up with you to take iMarkets Live to 1 million customers, I'm down like 4 flat tires. And since then, we're connected at the hip. I love him, just like Andre Campbell say. There's nothing he can do about it. And I'll do real quick is bring on our awesome friend, the Vice President of iMarkets Live, Mr. Alex Morton. Alex, are you on the line, sir?
I am here, man. Making me all emotional over here, bro. Like 4 flat tires, Well, I will receive everything you just said. I'm definitely not the greatest of all time by any stretch of the imagination, but we are working every single day to make this company the greatest of all time. So I'm just excited to be here. I was listening to Mr. Andre Campbell. What's up, bro? Super proud of him. And obviously Lawrence, Coach, Young, dropping nuggets. And, you know, you guys are just super blessed and fortunate to be around him and his awesome wife, Tamara. I mean, they've been around the industry, you know, way longer than me. I mean, they've seen it all. They've done most of everything. They've built, you know, monster organizations several times. They got a monster organization right now in iMarkets Live. So you guys are definitely connected to the right people. I've been doing a lot of these calls all day long, just different little, you know, teams over here, teams over there kind of calls, obviously talking about IML soars. You know, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you guys, you know, it really is. If you say, what's the most important thing right now? You know, to me, for me, it is definitely getting 11 days. It's getting to Fort Lauderdale. I mean, I got confirmation today. We have young people taking a van bus thing from Honduras up through Mexico over to Florida. And it's not like flat roads like in the, you know, Phoenix, Arizona. You're talking mountains and cliffs. And I'm like, is that even safe to do? And they're like, we don't care because we're so all in into this vision. It doesn't matter. And their estimated time is like 38 hours. So I hear that. And then I'm like, man, y'all are in Detroit. You're in Atlanta. You're in Tampa. You're in Texas. and you're sitting there like, I don't know if I should go, then you need to just figure out, you need to go to the doctor and see what's going on in between your ears, because something's not right. And, tonight I'm going to say a lot of stuff. I'm going to say some things that may make some of you feel uncomfortable. I just got off a team call 15 minutes ago, and I said the same thing to them. I'm going to say the same thing to you guys right now. If you're looking for inspiration, motivation, something to get charged up again, something to get off the couch, and you're messing with fantasy football 15 times a day, but you got no money in a bank account. If you're looking for something to kick you in the rear, this is what I would ask you. I would say, if you're not going to make it work here, if you're not going to become a professional and go Chairman 10 minimum here, if you're not going to learn how to trade and become a master trader and build here, my question to you is, what are you going to do? What is your plan for financial independence? Listen, IML, yes, it's education. Yes, it's Forex. Yes, it's crypto. Yes, it's about to be some other things that are very exciting that we can't talk about here, but you're going to hear in Fort Lauderdale. All right? But I look at IML as a vehicle. It's a vehicle, and it's different for everybody. That vehicle can take you to whatever you want, wherever you want it to take you, it can take you there. That compensation plan goes all the way up, and you can make it whatever you want to make it. And the problem with some people is that you don't treat this business like a $500,000, $6 million per year business. You're like, I put in $217. I get on some of the calls. I pick up the phone. I talk to some people sometimes, but you don't take it serious. If I said I was going to give you $100,000 a year to talk to 10 people a day, and it was guaranteed $100,000, all of you would go talk to 10 people a day. Would you not? You would. You would. But you don't have to have that to be consistent. If I told you my biggest secret to me, what I've done, 15 million in commissions, I'll tell you what my secret is. It's 2 words: discipline and commitment. Discipline and consistency. That's it. There has not been a day in the last 8 years of my life where I have not done at least one thing for my business. Christmas, yep. Hanukkah, yep. Birthdays, all of them. I can tell you where I was on my last probably 5-6 birthdays. I was doing events, and then we go out in Chicago and have fun. My last 2 birthdays have been in Italy. What was I doing in Italy? Doing launch events. Now, I'm not saying you have to devote your whole life and existence to iMarkets Live, but if you want to get to Chairman 100 and make $100,000 a month in anything in life, you will have to dedicate a lot of your life to what it is you're doing. Cristiano Ronaldo plays soccer. He doesn't play basketball. He plays soccer. Roger Federer, Serena Williams. Federer got beat last night in the U.S. Open, but Serena Williams, she plays tennis. She doesn't mess with anything else. And she gets paid $100 million by Nike to do so. So you have to ask yourself, how important is you going Chairman 10 in this company? All right. It is apparent that we've gone through some challenges these last 5-6 months. It is apparent that our back office needs to get, revamped, and it's going to be there. And within the next 10 days, we will have a back office that is ready to support a $1 billion brand. All right, Chris has been working on some very secretive things that are going to blow your minds and faces off of your body in 10 days in Fort Lauderdale. So what I'm telling you is that the best is yet to come, but none of that matters unless you get disciplined on a few key things. If you get disciplined on talking to 5 to 10 new people every single day. All right, my question to everybody on this call is, how many times in the last 7 days have you done a presentation? How many times in the last 7 days have you talked to somebody about iMarkets Live? All right, that's all that's important. When I would go sit down and do mentorships one-on-one with my first MLM mentor, his name was Tom Alcazan. He lives in San Diego, California. And I remember being 22 years old, making $1,200 a month. And the first question he asked me, he said, here's a piece of pen, here's a pen, here's a piece of paper. He said, in the last 7 days, how many times have you physically done a meeting? One-on-one, two-on-one, small group, weekly meeting, Zoom presentations. He said, how many times in the last 7 days has the opportunity of this company come out of your physical mouth? And that's really the only thing you need to look at. Because if that number is not in alignment with your goals and your dreams of this company, then if you just correct that, everything else gets better. Action solves most problems. Action will solve most problems in your business. So I would say get super consistent on doing physical presentations. If the only time you show up to a meeting is the weekly event with Andre Campbell or the weekly event with Lawrence and Tamara Young, then you're not building your business. Those weekly events, honestly, they're for recognition. When I went to South Florida last week, we spent most of the time just recognizing new P1s, P2s, P5s, Chairman 10s, 25s. Matt Rosen was there, Chairman 500. So this business, I want you guys to hear this. This business is not built with what you see on social media. You get on my Instagram, you get on my Facebook, right? You see these events with 800 people, 1,000 people, 4,200 people in Quito, Ecuador, like legit. And you think, okay, that's what I have to do. No, that's what you have to do one day. What you got to do is build a living room to living room. My first $1 million in this industry, it was made in living rooms, in dorm rooms, in Starbucks coffee shops, talking to 2 people at a time, 3 people at a time, 4 people at a time, 5 people at a time. And if you're not getting busy with doing that type of work, then you're never going to get to the point where you've got 800 people in a room. So you got to fall in love with the process. You got to fall in love with the long-term vision. All right. A word I love to use is endurance. All right. You have to be careful that you don't fall victim to comparing yourself to somebody else. You can't compare you to somebody like Lawrence, he's been in this industry for almost as long as I've been alive, 25 years or something. I'm 28. All right. You can't sit there and say, well, I'm not Chairman 10 anymore. I'm not Chairman 10 yet. Something's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with you. If you rank advance 1 rank per year, you're a multi-millionaire in what, 6-7 years? You can't talk to 10 people a day to be a millionaire in 6-7 years. To me, that just doesn't make sense, because I'm telling you, focus, consistency, discipline, and endurance. What do I mean by endurance? I mean, like Diddy said, he can get up, he can walk out of his house right now in Star Island, and he said, I will run a marathon right now, 26.2 miles. He goes, I won't beat you in a sprint, but I will go run a marathon at 2 a.m. You wake me up. Diddy said, I will go run a marathon, because he has built up endurance. You have to build up endurance. The only way you do that is by doing what's necessary. What's necessary? Prospecting new people, doing presentations, not just showing up to SOARs, but promoting for SOARs, right? Eric Warren said every person you get to a destination event will pay you $100 a month in residual income in the following year. So let's do some math. You want to go P1000? Great. You need 10 people at IML SOARs in your team. It's just simple math. You want to go P2000? Great. You need 20 people at IML SOARs in your team. You want to go P5? Y'all can do the math. So if you're thinking, man, I want to go Chairman 100, so what would that mean? I think that means you need 1,000. Would that be 1,000 people? No, 100 people pays you 1,000. Okay, so you need 1,000 people at IML SOARs to go Chairman 100. So you have to be thinking like, yo, what are my goals? Where is my mindset? Where is my set point for 2019? Because the back office, it's already done. All right, that's boom, that's off the chain. Number 2, people say, oh, U.S. processors, blah, 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 blah. We just got approved for another $150 million in an amazing U.S. processor. We're talking like 3 other companies. We get approved by everybody because Chris has got so much bread, it doesn't even matter. So we're going to have U.S. processors off the chart. Back office, take orders, process orders, off the chart. We're getting all these new payment solutions for Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico, Nigeria, South Africa, European countries like Kosovo, where they don't really have credit cards. We're building an infrastructure to take payments from like 150 countries worldwide. So you're going to have a company that is fully equipped and ready to become a $1 billion brand. The question is, are you going to be ready? The way you get ready is by promoting and showing up to the largest event in iMicro's live history. I was talking to Brett today, the event coordinator. We've almost sold 4,000 hard tickets, which is amazing. I mean, I think that's amazing. We're a digital company. Most people trade. Most people are just customers. And we got 4,000 people. And the next 10 days, we're pushing 1,500 more. I mean, this event, the energy in this freaking room, I'm telling you, it's going to be like Dallas Cowboys are in the Super Bowl, and it's getting played in Arlington, Texas. I mean, it's gonna be LA next year when LeBron goes to the finals. You know what I'm saying? So, so what I'm saying is that you've got to get there. You know, tickets are, I don't even know how much tickets are cheap. Flights, guys, you get on spirit.com. All right, get on allegiant.com. I'm flying to LA tomorrow on some business meetings. I was checking my phone today. I saw flights for $47. There's a flight from Vegas to LA tomorrow morning for $47. The return flight is $70. It's cheaper to fly to LA and back tomorrow than go to dinner tonight in the Vegas Strip. So you can't sit there and make excuses why you can't go. Oh, I have work. Take work off. How important is your dreams and goals? You're gonna let a $400 investment that's worth more to you than the Chairman 10, Chairman 100 dream? That's just stupid thinking. Okay, that's just stupid thinking. So focus, be consistent, be disciplined, utilize what you guys have. Utilize, Lawrence does calls every day. Plug people into them. I love what he just said about, well, I'm not going to the event, I don't have a guest. You need the event. You need the event if you have no guests. If you have guests, the event needs you. One more time. I need the event if I don't have any guests. I need it. I need to sit there and get charged up. I need to sit there and get my battery level up. This phone's at 9%. If I don't plug this phone in, the sucker's going to die. The same thing with your mentality and your growth and your inspiration, your motivational levels. All right, you got to get charged up. I'm going to IML Soars, yes, to serve and to help and to train and do all that kind of stuff. I'm going there for me. What do I mean by that? I'm going there to get reinvigorated to what this company is all about. So I leave IML Soars and I go on a 50-day, 45-country tour, which I'm doing. Okay? So whatever level of success you're at, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs the raw. People say, well, I don't want to go there and get excited and clap and stand up on my chair and scream and yell. Then you don't understand success, because success is energy. Energy is the most contagious form of human emotion. And I need the rah-rah. Lawrence you need the rah-rah to get fired up again about your goals, because you're sitting in, Detroit or Houston right now, and you have not done a physical event in your own home in 60 days. And then you think, well, I'm not growing. What's wrong? Why am I not growing? Because the fundamental core way to build the business is through physical presentations, and you haven't done one in 60 days. Of course you're not growing, because you're not doing what you need to do. If you're baking a cake and you don't put the right ingredients in the cake's not going to come out the way you want it. We know the ingredients of Chairman 10, Chairman 100, Chairman 500. Why? Because other people have already done it. So I don't think there's anything more important than in the next 10 days, you figuring out IML Soars, you starting a crusade in your local market, in your international market, in your another domestic market, a crusade to get all of those people to IML Soars. And then from there, you will leave there invigorated. You will leave there rejuvenated, fired up. And I understand that, volume goes up and down. Guys, I have volume too. Like, I get paid like you get paid. People, well, Alex is on salary. Alex doesn't fly to 100 countries on salary. I get paid on performance just like every single one of you. I see the volume up and down just like every single one of you. It's business. It's business. 1996, they said Apple is going out of business. This year, Apple is the first $1 trillion company in the world. So there's ups and downs. There's peaks and valleys, just like in sports, just like in music, just like in every other industry on planet Earth. There's ups and there's downs. You either can complain and moan, or you can say, okay, I'm down right now, but if I can look up, I can get up. I'm going to IML Soars. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be fired up. We got 4,000 to 5,000 people coming in, right, to see Andre Campbell, to see the Tamara Youngs of the world. And then we're going to make a declaration in Fort Lauderdale in 2019. I'm telling you, 2019, 500 chairmans is done. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. You guys have got to get into this thing. You got to get in the mix. You got to get in the sauce. And we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to be in Europe all of October, hitting all of those markets. And then in November, December, I'm going to be all over the U.S. So I'm going to say the same thing in the U.S. I said on the last call. Any market on this call, I want you guys to hear me, any market on this call that breaks a new Platinum 5,000, I will physically fly to your hometown. I don't care where you live. I will come to your hometown, and we will do a launch event. Any new P5000. So there you have it. I'm excited, you guys. I can't say enough great things about Lawrence and Tamara. What Lawrence said is 100% accurate. He was the first person to pick up the phone and give me a call and make me feel welcome, into this company. Because I was coming into a company with a lot of past and a lot of stuff, and people were already making good money, 10 grand, 20, whatever. There was already a good company, and Chris is like, all right, Alex is going to be the VP now of all of you guys and all this kind of stuff. And then, Lawrence calls me up and makes me feel good. And I'm like, all right, sweet. This is the heart of this company. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go make this thing happen. And we went from 1,200 people to 70,000. And now we're going to go from 70,000 to like 700,000. So the time is now, ladies and gents. So Lawrence, back to you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I can hang for another 13. I got 13 minutes till my next call. So if we wanted to go over any questions people have, we could do that, or we could, whatever you want to do, man. You're the coach.
Excellent. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to ask the VP a question, just come off mute. Just mute yourself. Anybody wants to ask the VP himself,
or they could type it. They could type it also.
I'll tell you what you do. Type the question in the chat, and then Alex, he'll tackle it. He'll tackle it. One of the questions is, what is your favorite closing to your prospects, Alex?
Yeah, so one of my favorite closings is just asking them straight up, what did they like best? So if I brought Lawrence to an event and Tamara was speaking after the event, I would just say, Lawrence, hey, man, what did you like best about everything you saw here? And then let's just say he says, I would love to learn how to trade. I would say, man, amazing, me too. Let's get you started. Maybe Lawrence says, I'd love to make 10 grand a month. Like I want to get rich. I would say, man, that's what I saw. Awesome. Let's get you started. So it's two parts. Number one, what did you like best? So you're forcing a positive out of the prospect so they can't hit you with any negativity. And then number two, let's get you started. Those 4 words can make you millions of dollars. Good question.
Also, we have a question from Jose Garcia, one of our new stars. He's about to break Platinum 600 down here. He says, when we doing the event in Puerto Rico?
Okay, when you go P5000, that's when. So Jose, you hit P5, I'll book my flight. I love San Juan, bro. I've been there plenty of times. San Juan, Puerto Rico is like, it used to be one of my favorite spots back in the day. The place is great.
Next question, what is your advice on maintaining GV while building at the same time?
You're always balancing between new leaders and existing leaders. So something I said on the last call, you have to look at your organization and know who you can give 50 seconds to, 50 minutes to, 50 hours to. Some people you can go to dinner with and hang out with for a weekend, and some people you could go spend a month with. You have to look at your organization based on their desire, levels of desire, how coachable and teachable they are, and how bad they really want it, which is the same thing as desire. And that's how you give people to. If you have an event at 7 p.m., do they show up at 6:40 or 6:30 and help set up and bring guests? Or do they pop in at 7:30 late, sit in the back, and just mess around the whole time? So look at people's actions, and by their actions in production, listen, I love everybody, but I can't work with everybody. I can't do this for every team in the company. I've done a lot of these today, but that's not every team in the company, right? So I look and say, okay, I can give this much time to this guy. I can only give this much time to this girl because of A, B, and C. So you have to audit where you're pouring time into. I know all of you have big hearts like Lawrence and Tamara and me. I love people. I do this because I love people. Right? People say I'm insane to keep doing what I'm doing, but I just love seeing people win. It's a drug to me. And this is what I will tell you. If you love people like crazy, sometimes you will give way too much time to people that don't deserve it. That sounds kind of bad, but it's the truth. You got to give your time to people. It's production. Like there has to be some type of production going on, or you gotta move on, and you gotta deal with those people in a group setting, and then in an individual setting, you gotta be dealing with people that are moving and shaking and making this thing pop.
Next question, Allison Henry. Hey, Allison. It says, how do you tackle the I want to, but I just don't have the money right now response?
Well, with that, I get a little aggressive with it. I'm like, Allison, if $217 is an issue to you right now, then we need to fix this thing together. And I would always say, man, I felt the same way. Like feel, felt, found. Man, you know, I feel where you're coming, you know, I feel where you're coming from. I used to feel that. I felt that back in the day, but this is what I found, right? So, man, Allison, man, I could relate to you because back at Arizona State a couple years ago, I was broke. My first company was $500. I didn't have the money. But then, you know, I looked around and I said, man, I could sell some of this stuff. I could sell my PS4. I could sell a couple books. I could sell a couple pairs of jeans or tennis shoes. I can call my grandma to get a loan. You can find it out. We're not selling $1,200 packs of water bottles. Okay, we're over here selling $200. I mean, it could be. I told Chris, I'm like, bro, this could be $4.99, and we'd still sign up the same. I mean, it's ridiculous how cheap this. I'm just being real. It is insane how cheap it is to actually get involved in this company. Just straight up. 217 is a joke for what we have here. So if people say money's the issue, you got to say, how long have you had that problem? Let's fix it together. You know, when I saw IML a couple months ago, I didn't have the money either, but I called my uncle, my aunt, my cousin. I found the money. So help them develop a plan. Allison, is there anything in your house you think you could live without for like 90 days? Sell your TV, get the money, get started, make the money back, buy a new TV. So you have to get creative with people because 217, you know, if they don't have 217, then they got bigger problems going on. And I mean that respectfully. And you got to be able to show them in a respectful manner, like, listen, girl, you're what, 28? You don't have 200. You know what's going on? Like, let's maybe fix this.
Yeah. My wife, she'll say, hey, you leave the phone right now. Go to your garage. Let's see if we can see. Go to your basement.
That's what I'm saying.
Go to your closet.
We did garage sales back in the day for $500 kits. We did garage sales every Sunday in Arizona and California. We had team members doing prospect garage sales, selling crap, getting money, getting started. I'm being dead serious. Have a garage sale in Detroit every Sunday. All the team bring stuff and sell it, get the money, get them started. See, some of you won't do that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Well, you don't want it then. Like, what are you willing to do to get to your goals? Like that's you have to seriously ask yourself this stuff.
Winners make a way, losers make excuses. And you know, we told the person, hey, listen, we're giving away Alex's brand that beautiful silver Rolls Royce Wraith, and I need $200, like not now, but right now. Oh, you'll find the $200, right?
I'll find 20 grand for that, yeah, but they can't find 200. So you have to get creative. Yep. Allison Henry, powerful, sweet.
I definitely appreciate you jumping on. I know you got to jump on another call, Alex. And look forward to seeing you in a couple of days here. Break bread and have some fun and catch the vision for all the people at the Swords event, man. So I love you, man. Ain't nothing you can do about it, brother.
All right, that's okay. I love you too, man. And everybody on here, again, you guys have amazing leaders. You know, Lawrence and Tamara, they have outside businesses that crank money like you can't even imagine. They don't need to do this. They do this because they want to see y'all win. So get to South Florida and you will change your life. I'm telling you, just do it. Just book it. Just do it. Shoot, ask questions later. I love you guys. Have a good night, okay?
Okay, man. I appreciate you. You know, again, ladies and gentlemen, we got the VP of sales coming, the VP of our company getting on, showing us just excellent love and support. What I want to do real quick is bring on this couple actually, you know, as a matter of fact, drop a 777 if you got some gold nuggets from Alex. Drop a 777. Show the love for Mr. Alex Morton, y'all. 777. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Angelina, 77777. Miss Angelina Ford. There you go. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, I want to do real quick, because I want to bring on a couple who I got, you know, nothing but a boatload of respect for. They just actually hit the position of Platinum 5,000. They're all already 8-figure earners in this space. And more important than that, these people are like some of our very, very best friends. We love them to death. And when it's funny, when I first got involved with networking, this guy here was a person who I wanted to be like when I got involved with networking. He was a great original copy to copy from. And when he came over here, you know, it's actually shocked me that he's even doing this, but it's all because of vision of his lovely wife, Miss Madison Carlista, who just really took the pace car and set the pace in their household. And then he kind of saw a shift in her. And now here we are today at Platinum 5,000. So I want to see if Ms. Madison Carlista and Mr. Cedric Richard are possibly on the line. If you are, can you come on the line real quick? Hey, what's up?
Hey, are you?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Hey, we want to say, oh man, your hair is hot.
All right, baby.
But we want to say we love you guys and congratulations on Platinum 5000 leading the charge. And we love you guys and want to see if you guys could share a few words on why you're so excited and why the SOARS event is important.
Go ahead, baby.
Well, one of the things that I can tell you is that before this guy became my guy, he was my mentor, and we were together in another company, and he always instilled in me that, Matt, if you really want to build, get your people to events. Get your people to events. And this is something that's so different because we're not selling a lotion, a potion, a shiny blingy thing that's going to change your life forever. This is currency. This is money, And so this is what I really love about the IML events is that when you go there, you're actually learning about strategies that you can take back home. You don't even have to go back home. You can literally walk back to your seat, put the strategy in, and start profiting right then and right there. It's the most amazing thing. And what really got me, what really sold me was when we were in Houston. We were at the back of the room celebrating and clapping for people that were walking across the stage, Platinum 5000, Chairman 10, Chairman 25. However, we were sitting next to a guy that was closing out an account, that was closing out a trade, $30,000. And he already had 6 figures in his account. So that right there, that was like a big aha moment for both Cedric and I, that this is something that is so different, so radical, just so magical.
So first of all, hey man, give a shout out to my main man, Executive VP, Alex Moore. Hey brother, hey, we're Platinum 5, so we'll see your place right here in the house, and we got a spot for you right here. You ain't got to go to a hotel. You can be right here. But first of all, man, this would not be possible without the incredible leadership of Lawrence and Tamara Young, who are doing an awesome, awesome freaking job. You understand? They inspire us. I can tell you one thing. I did not pick this opportunity. This opportunity picked me. It picked me. It knew I was at a place in my life where I needed something that was going to be very serious. I needed something that I could put one more stroke of energy in. I don't know if you're like me. If you're sitting out there, if you're brand new, you might have a long chance to maybe miss this, miss something else, and then finally grab the brass ring. But here's what I know. I know what Alex said was so powerful. Hey man, if you ain't got anybody going to SOARS, you need that event. You got to be there, whatever that takes. And if you got people, hey, the meeting needs you. So we're super excited. We got a bunch of jacked up people that are going down to Fort Lauderdale. We're going to have an awesome, awesome event. I'm looking for what these guys are serious. They continue to improve the program. They continue to bring more products. They continue to make the back office more gangster. And you know what? We're just super, super excited to be affiliated. But more importantly, we're just super to be on the ride. We're in that drop top. We're in that drop top. We're riding with Tamara and Lawrence, and wherever they go, we're right there with you, brother. So, hey, man, salute to you. We ain't got nothing but mad love for you. And, man, so thanks so much for giving us a few moments it's not about us. It's about this incredible Trade House Mafia team of community of from top to bottom, from 18-year-olds to 75-year-olds. It's not about us. It's about them. They got a work ethic. They got a skill set. But more importantly, Lawrence, they got a servant-driven heart. It's about giving back and helping someone else reach their true potential. So, hey, man, thanks so much for giving us a shout-out tonight.
Hey, I love you guys. You guys know that, too. Also, I want to bring on actually one of your top leaders in your group, Mr. Troy Wilkinson.
My man.
Troy is easy. I mean, this guy is like cool as the other side of the pillow.
Yes, sir.
Been in the industry a long, long time. As a matter of fact, one of the top producers in California and one of the largest companies in history of network marketing. And, since I met him, he's nothing but a servant leader. This guy is like literally starting to just crack it open with the trading right now. and I see him in his real good space right now. And he at the position of Platinum 2000, leading the charge in the LA market. But is our good friend, Mr. Troy the Carter Wilkinson on the call. Troy, you there, sir? Troy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, brother. Good to see you.
Look at you, man. You look so sharp right now. My goodness.
He casket sharp, ain't he?
Man, look at you. You clean as a board of health, brother.
Man, I'm here super excited, man. I really appreciate everything that was shared on the call today. And I'm just really reflecting on, a bunch of possibilities. Last night, I'll just share with you real briefly. I had a surprise, a young gentleman on the team. He's 21 years old. He's in school. He wants to become a doctor. And you know what? He doesn't come from a privileged background. In fact, he comes from a background where there's a lot of challenges. He comes from a background where there's a lot of crime that he has to navigate through just to keep a focused head. He's got more against him than for him, but he's finding a way through. He's coming from a background where literally his brother is in jail right now, right? His brother's in jail right now, and he can't take care of his own daughter. And you know what? He's excited about trading. This gentleman has learned through the process of IML, through IML Academy and IML TV, and he's taught himself through the support of IML how to trade, how to make profits. This guy is telling us that he's not going to be in debt. He's going to be one of the only people in the circle that's going to graduate without having huge college loans to pay back. This is a guy that's teaching the people that he's going to school with, his friends, folks that are younger than him, folks that are tempting him to be in the streets. No, he sees the light of IML. He's learning this skill set, and now he has real options. His options are so clear. He's got so much confidence in his training that he's teaching us older folks techniques and strategies that we weren't even thinking about. All because of IML, all because of what Christopher Terry has put in place. He's in a position now where he's actually decided whether or not he wants to continue to become a medical doctor. And now instead of joining a board, he said he's going to be the board and he's going to focus on cancer research. So I'm telling you something, if for only one life you can change and affect, IM Markets Live is an incredible company that's doing that. For this young gentleman, I'm just blown away by what's possible for his future. And he's teaching young. He told me that there was another young girl that he taught how to identify the trends, how to get into a trade, how to make profit. Opened up a demo account and actually had her teach her parents how she can identify and execute a trade. That's priceless. Their whole outlook, the possibilities for their lives is completely altered. And it's all because of iMarkets Live. So I'm telling you right now, I'm just still basking in what he shared with me, and the potential is endless. Just because of that story, I just want to continue to share with every person I come into contact with, because you never know how it can alter and shift their lives. So I'm really excited, Lawrence. I'll see you at the Swords event. I'll be bringing my squad. We'll be representing heavy, and we're looking forward to what the next 90 days and beyond can create. We want to be a part of the IML story going forward. So thank you so much for your incredible leadership. We wouldn't be here without you, brother. Much love and respect.
Man, now that's what I'm talking about. That guy said he not only is he sharp, but he's like, look, I'm bringing my squad, man. Y'all look out. I love it, man. Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you guys. And just so you know, we're international. We got a young lady from Ireland on the call, Miss Neve Lowry. She's a bodybuilder, fitness pro, and I can't thank her enough for her, just leading the charge over there in Ireland. I hope she's on the call right now. Neve, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Hey, I thank you for being on the call, and just thank you for being the champion for the RGT movement we have going on, and just tell people why you're so excited. And, as a matter of fact, I know you came out to Vegas. What did that event do for you?
Yeah, first of all, Lawrence, I just want to give it back to both you and Tamara. I appreciate you and everything that you are doing for the whole of the team. Just appreciate your leadership so much, and all of the support that we receive. It's incredible. So my journey, I can honestly say, when I first started with iMarkets Live, I actually took it on as like a side hustle, because I've always had a side hustle alongside whatever job, whatever thing that I was currently doing. So I went to Vegas in March, and I seen the electric, the energy, the success, the people. I met all of the incredible leaders, you know, networking. You know, I'm always on these calls. You know, you actually know people then, you know, because you've already met them. You know, you get invited to different Zooms. And, you know, it was just incredible and brilliant as well to see everyone's success as well. And, you know, you're there cheering them on and stuff. And it just really gives you the energy and the momentum. Whenever you leave that event, you will go all in, because that's what I did. And I haven't stopped since I left Vegas. I just says, right, enough is enough. And I am just going all in with this. And, you know, that's just the best thing to do, you know, when you go to an event, because it really will make you level up and just go all in with your business. Because at the end of the day, you'd rather suffer a short-term sacrifice for a longer-term gain. And that's just what it's all about. So thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I can't thank you enough for everything that you do as far as, you know, taking us to the next level. I got my main man on the call also, Darko, Sir Darko on the call.
You know like that?
Darko, you?
Elijah was like that too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Darko, how you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm on it, man.
Hey, man, you know, you guys from the Netherlands out there really rocking and rolling, making it happen for us. And, you know, Alex and I are going to be coming over there to the Netherlands along with Mr. Andre Campbell, really rocking and rolling, getting these guys going. But I want to bring on my main man. I call him the Big Suge Knight. Tell people how you last event did for you,
Road. I have like an hour left to get home right now, and I'm out here grinding. You know, I gotta say I'm really, really grateful to have met you and Tamara, that you're supporting us, because you know, like a lot of us, we didn't come from the best backgrounds, and I remember the days when I was in the same streets at the same time, grinding for way different reasons. So I'm really grateful that I'm right here right now. And Alex is absolutely coming to the Netherlands, because I heard him say something about a P5. So you better get ready. Can you still hear me on?
Tell us what the Vegas event did for you, my friend.
Oh, the Vegas event, man, it was absolutely amazing. So let me start off by saying we went to Vegas with just the four of us, right? So it was 3 P1000s and I was the only P2K. We went to Vegas. First of all, we had a lot of fun, you know, with you, Andre, of course. We just had Cedric, of course, we had him on the call. But next to that, we had our belief, and the vision went so much bigger. We said, like, we got to go 10x, like literally 10x. So we're flying out next Monday, or this upcoming Monday, to Miami or to Fort Lauderdale. And we're going with 40 people this time, all the way from the Netherlands. We're flying over to see y'all, to see the event. And, you know, just I want to bring the people to see what I saw, because I know I can't tell them and explain them the energy that I have felt in the event. It's impossible. So I'm bringing them down there to see what I saw, and, you know, just get hooked on it and get to work.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, man, it was a pleasure meeting you. And that's why I tell people that the glue of just meeting people and becoming lifelong friends, man, is just so important, man. And I love you to death. Ain't nothing you can do about it. My wife is super crazy about you too. So
I love you both. Love you both. Thank you so much.
Okay, man. You know, the next person I want to bring on real quick is in closing, he's actually the number 100 person to hit the chairman position in iMarkets Live. And he's actually in the London market. Actually, the whole explosion took place because of that gentleman's vision. And this guy literally is out there going full time on IML. And I just want him to come on real quick. It's Ahmed Yamanyale on the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm on the line. How are you, Coach?
Hey, I'm fantastic, man. Are you on camera?
I'm just about to turn it on. I just
Yeah,
fixing
let
myself.
everybody see you, my friend.
How are you doing, guys?
Hey, man, we're incredible, man. You know, I can't thank you for your leadership enough. I know it's a late night for some people, but this is where the locker room, that camaraderie comes together. And I want people to know it's not the LY and Tamara Young show. We have, to me, one of the most awesomely talented teams in iMarkets Live, from traders to presenters to leaders. And you're out there literally getting the butter from the duck, man. And just talk to people, man, about why the events are so important, man, and what it did for you. I mean, when I first met you, you could tell the story, but when I can't get you to come out to Orlando, what it did for you, and just kind of tell people why it's so important to make that sacrifice.
Absolutely, absolutely. First and foremost, I always want to give it back to you and your beautiful, amazing better half. Because without you, you know, this movement would not, you know, have been possible. You know, if you never made the decision to get started, you know, we wouldn't be here. So I always want to give it back to you and thank you for everything that you've done for every single one of us. And yeah, thank you for having me on this call. So yeah, guys, my name is Ahmed Jamayan. I'm 33 years of age. And you know, my story is very, very simple. When I got involved in this industry, I wasn't looking for network marketing, but network marketing found me because of my situation in business. And one thing I can definitely tell you is I was not someone, you know, every great leader was once an amateur. And the reason why I've grown and developed is because of events. Events simply stands for elevating vision and eliminating negative thoughts. And the person, you know, that was just speaking before me, Darko, he was someone that came to the Las Vegas event and went back with the vision, the conviction, and the belief. And now has, you know, since Vegas has, you know, brought in hundreds and hundreds of people. And this Saturday, you know, they have their, you know, second regional event. And we're expecting at least 400 or 500 people at that event. So you don't know what you don't know, right? And it's at these events that you really catch the vision and the belief system, and you hear, you know, it might not even be a Chairman 100. It might not even be a Chairman 50 testimonial. It could be just a P1000 testimonial, right? And it's because everybody relates to different people. And because, you know, at these events, you really then notice and believe that it's not as hard as you actually made it out to be. It's very, very simple. At events, that's when you catch that belief. That's when you say, you know what, if he or she can do it, I can definitely do it. And that's exactly how I saw, you know, this business as well. And my story was very simple. When Andre introduced his business to me, you know, I heard multiple different businesses. I've heard multiple different stories. I've always had success in whatever I did because that's just the traits that I had. I was willing to learn, develop, and grow. I wasn't looking at where I wanted to be. I was looking at just taking it one day at a time. Because if you compound, you know, daily actions over a long period of time, you're guaranteed to get value, results, development. And it's all about personal development. And you don't get personal development more than actually attending international conventions, okay? So what happened was Andre introduced me to Lawrence, and Lawrence actually said, hey, you know what? I need you to come and check out this business for yourself, because anybody can tell you anything, but until you see it for yourself and you have that conviction, that's when you really, you know, say, you know what, I believe in this company, I believe what they're doing. And Lawrence, you know, he actually sent me, it's crazy, right? He actually sent me his card details. He did not know me. You know, we just met. And he said, I want you to book your flights, book your hotel, and come and check out this business, okay? And for me personally, I've never had a leader. I've never had a mentor growing up in this industry, and I've been doing it for 15 years. So when I met Lawrence, I knew there was something different about this gentleman. I believed everything this guy was saying. So I just said, let me just keep an open mind. Worst case scenario, I get a free holiday out of it, right? So I came to Orlando, Florida. I seen the business for what it was, you know, and that's what I really seen for the first time in my whole career. Everybody was winning. Whether they were 18 or 81, people were winning this business. And that's not normal in this industry. So when I got back to the UK, I instantly had that conviction, that belief. So I left Orlando as a P600, right? And by Vegas, I was a chairman 10. And I promise you, that would never have happened had I not attended Orlando, Florida. You know, I remember that arriving that day, you know, I met, you know, Lawrence, I met Andre finally face to face, right? I met, you know, Chairman 100 now, but back then, you know, he was a P2000, right? Or P5000, I believe. Garrett Roberts, you know, I met, you know, Tamara Young, you know, when she did a Facebook Live and introduced me and welcomed me so well. There's so many things I can tell you, but it's the journey that you want to enjoy rather than, you know, thinking about the destination as well. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's, you know, where you're at right now is not where you want to be 5 years from now. And it's always having about long-term vision, the belief. And if you believe it yourself and you put it out there, it will come to you. Because for me, the alternative was, I'm going to either go back and get a 9-to-5 job. I'm going to work for someone until I die. You know, I'm going to, you know, look forward to the weekends. You know, I'm going to not see my kids as much as I want. And when I joined this business, you know, it wasn't I wanted more money. It was I wanted to buy back my time. And within 6 months of joining this business, I was able to fully, you know, do this business without having to ever worry about money again. I was making more money than I was making from working 2 full-time jobs, working 9 to 5, 8 until I fainted. And for me, that's something that I cannot describe to you. You have to, you know, see it for yourself. You have to experience it for yourself. It's like describing, you know, the taste of chocolate, right? You won't know what that tastes like unless you do it yourself, right? And that's exactly what the event in Orlando done for me. And if you're someone who's really serious about this business, wants a better situation, want to change your situation, you really need to attend Miami this, you know, this month, okay? It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you have a wedding, cancel it. Come to this event. There's no excuses. You either get results or you get the reasons why you never got it, okay? So I want to give it back to you, Lawrence. Thank you for having me on this call. And guys.
That's incredible, man. Thanks so much. You know, it's funny because your words, man, are speaking to people. I just had my buddy, Jose Garcia Santana. He just texted me like, look, I had other plans, but I'm going to try to make my way down there to Florida. Jose, are you there, my friend?
Always here, Coach. Ready to go.
I know you're out there celebrating our lovely sister and your lovely wife, Alex.
Beautiful wife, of course.
But you just tell people, man, what made you on the call say, I'm going to try my best to maybe get to Florida?
Well, first of all, Coach, I want to say thanks for putting me on the call like this on the spot. You know how I love it. Greetings to your wife, amazing wife. Well, I've listened to it, and this last person that just talked, this last gentleman that just talked, he said I was a P600 by the time I went to the event, to the first event, and then by Vegas, it was a chairman. And me and my team, we're all listening here right now. Shout out to my people from Puerto Rico. And that's our goal. Our choice, Chairman 10, as soon as possible. We're talking about before the next summer, we want to be in the chairman or close to chairman. And if it's what it takes, I cannot look at my team in the eye and say, listen, guys, you got to do this, this, and this, and that. But I'm not going to make the extra effort and go to the event. So I do have some business to attain. I do have some business to attain in Virginia. I'm going to wiggle my way out of it. I'm going to work my magic. And I will make it down there, Coach. I'm going to do it because I owe it to you because you put so much trust in me and you helped me a lot. And I owe it to my family. And most of all, I owe it to my team. And we're bringing this movement completely to Puerto Rico. The whole island is going to be swarmed. I got very influential people on the line. And they see me making this effort and I can pick up more information from my team. We'll definitely bring this team to Puerto Rico and just make it happen.
Awesome, awesome. And that is what I am talking about, my brother. That is what I'm talking about. Is getting uncomfortable for a little while, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's funny. People say, well, Lawrence, how do you guys do your business so well? Because every day, we talk to new people every single day. We met Jose and his lovely wife at the movie theater. And Jose right now is one person for hitting Platinum 600 right now. Let's drop some 777s in the chat because I don't know about you, but I'm super proud of that man right there. He and his lovely wife, and they're celebrating her birthday right now. As a matter of fact, tomorrow night, we're all going to dinner, and we're going to have a lot of fun with you guys tomorrow. But Dad, I'm so proud of you guys because, again, all it takes is a decision. Some of us have hung up on this call thinking the call was over. We got to grab all these gold nuggets, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I'm no guru, but I do know how to get you guys in the right mindset, in the right frame of mind to go out there and kind of change that paradigm, to think bigger. Let's go out on a limb. That's where all the fruit is. I'm looking for all the people who want to take it to the next level. I don't want to miss anybody on this call. I know we have some serious partners on this call. See, we got Miss Sheila Gill on the line out of Baltimore, Blazing Trail. See Miss Angelina Ford, Andrew Woodruff. I see him out there. Dr. Flaxy, MJ, Eric, Gina, Glenda. I see all you guys. Joe Coleman, my main man from high school. I got Marty Ray on the call. Mika Jenkins. Nikki Howard Combs. The McClures on the call. That's what I'm talking about. My main man, Norvell Brown. Love to see you on the call, brother. Got me, my main man, Mike Webster on the call. My main man, Shannon, the dancing bear, Mr. Taylor. Listen, we are out here getting it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud of you guys. And, I hope I see you guys at the next event down there in the SOARs. What I can tell you is this. We're going to drop some things that you will not even see coming. I'm telling you, get to the event. What I'm telling you, what we got coming out, no one is going to see coming, and it's going to bring anyone that left us. They're going to all be dying to come back. It's going to get people revitalized, going to people retention to the next level. I promise you, listen to Coach. Get to the SOARs event. If you can't afford to go, find a way to get there. Winners make a way, losers make excuses, because any reason why you say you can't is the reason why you need to. You don't have the money. That's why you need to. You don't have the time off work. That's why you need to. Those are the two main things that people give as an excuse. But you got to do something different. Yesterday, everybody took the day off, barbecued everything, celebrated Labor Day, which means you work for somebody else today. Somebody asked me today when I was getting a pedicure, she said, "What did you do yesterday?" I said, "I didn't do nothing all day." She said, "Why? Is it a holiday?" I said, "No, in my household, every day is a holiday because I have time freedom, and I want all you guys to be able to experience that." So I love each and every one of you guys. And you know me, I always got to break down some serious theme music when we rock this joint. So again, I see you guys either at the top or I see you from the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's go get it.
Let's go. Fort Lauderdale SOARs. Let's go. Darko, Ned,
Let's go get it.
Holly, and Joe.
Let's go, Ray White. Let's see what we got here. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Miss Taylor? What's going on?
Mr. Taylor, there they go. Memphis in the house.
What's up, Tammy? Look at that $1 million smile. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, my brother Terry Lofton? Let's go, Maris. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Andre Campbell.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What's up, Joe Coleman? I see you, brother.
Let's go.
What's up, Big Will? Let's go, Ahmed.
Let's go. Let's go. Amazing call. Amazing call.
What's up, Sheila? We're gonna go back and hand them because they partying over there. Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations on P2000, and let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. get it. Let's see my main man. What's up, Drew? Hey, Erica. Hey, Katrina. Rock the house in the RGT team. We'll see you guys on the next call, okay? Let's go get it.
Fort Lauderdale. That's Miami. North Miami. North of Miami. The Keys are southwest of Miami.